Hello, good evening. Tonight, Papa Cal is reading Wish You Were There, and it's about Toot and Puddle. It's written by Holly Hobbie. Now that sounds like a great name for a writer. Wish You Were There by Holly Hobbie. When Toot went off to wildest Borneo, Opal came to Woodcock Pocket to keep her cousin Puddle company. These are funny names. What is wildest Borneo anyway, she asked. Puddle pointed to a green patch on Toot's globe. It's a jungle, Puddle said, boiling with heat and coiling with snakes and swarming with bugs. Why does Toot want to go there? You know how Toot loves adventure, the wilder the better, and he has a passion for exotic plants. There are wildflowers in wildest Borneo that you can't see anywhere else in the world. I would love to discover an exotic plant someday, Opal said. Toot's first postcard arrived on the first day of May. Show him the postcard, just a postcard. And let's read it. It says, Dear Puds, excuse me, wildest Borneo is so lush and steamy, no wonder I'm coughing. I've met the wildest pigs on earth, and I've found some of the wildest plants ever. You wouldn't believe the hairy indigo mud lily, and the giant wandering moon bloom gave me goosebumps. Hope spring is bursting out in Woodcock Pocket. Your pal Toot. Puddle wanted his flower garden this year to be more dazzling than ever. Just this side. Let's put marigolds right next to the zinnias, he suggested. That will be perfect, Opal agreed. How could the hairy indigo mud lily be more beautiful than a marigold? Soon Puddle received another postcard, splattered with mud. Show him the mud. It said, Dear Puds, we finally discovered the imperial quaking spice pod of wildest Borneo. Wish you were here, your buddy Toot. The next postcard didn't arrive for another 2 weeks when the lilacs at Woodcock Pocket were beginning to bloom. It said, Dear Puds, a bit of bad luck. While exploring Great Green Swamp, I was stung by a fierce banded bush bee. Ouch. The sting has given me a case of the violet virus. The violet virus, which makes you pretty woozy. Don't worry, I'll be a lot better once I get home and get some rest. Your friend Toot. Can you see the bee? A week later, Toot returned to Woodcock Pocket. Holy moly, Puddle gasped. I'm not myself these days, Toot admitted wearily. You're definitely bluish, said Opal. Yes, Puddle agreed. You're a pale shade of blue. I have violet virus, Toot muttered. That's the worst part you turn blue. It's almost like a pandemic. How soon will you be all better? Opal asked. I don't know, Toot told her. I never had it before. Opal and Puddle cuddled Toot all day and into the night. Do you think you're feeling better? She asked. I'm not sure, answered Toot. Start on this page over here. This is getting kind of scary now. Excuse me. If I turn blue, let me know. In the morning, Toot still felt qualmish and queasy and off color. How do I look now? He asked. I think you look better, Puddle ventured. Outside the bedroom, he asked Opal what she thought. I think he looks darker blue, she said. I really do. I know, Puddle confessed. This page first. You think he looks blue? I do. Puddle consulted the well-known healer, Dr. Willie. The doctor wasn't familiar with Toot's ailment, but he recommended quarts of green tea and jars of evening primrose oil. Man, that sounds like things I've been recommended. That's what Dr. Willie recommends for everything, Puddle told Opal. This side, and then I'll read the other one. Then he called Dr. Ha Song, hoping there might be a Chinese herbal remedy. Dr. Ha Song was aware of the violet virus, but he didn't believe there was any cure to it. A blue toot is not so bad, he said. The next day, Puddle and Opal prepared a special pink bath for Toot. He soaked in the tub all morning, but the special bath didn't help. Puddle had another idea. Maybe if they put their heads together and concentrated with all their might, they could wish Toot's violet virus away. They sat in a circle and held hands and tightly closed their eyes. Everyone think pink, Puddle whispered. Let the violet virus be gone. Opal was the first to open her eyes. It's not working, she said. Puddle was becoming discouraged. I guess we could all get used to Toot's new color, he said. There must be someone who knows something about this problem, Opal insisted. She stayed up late into the evening learning about bees and hornets and stinging bugs on the World Wide Web. She read all she could about wildest Borneo. Finally, in an obscure journal from England, she came upon an explorer who was an expert on violet virus. He claimed that the only possible hope was a tea made from a mushroom called the purple slime-cap stinkhorn. Ugh. And guess what, said Opal. The only place the purple slime-cap stinkhorn is ever found is under very, very old bushes blooming with purple flowers. Puddle knew a large clump of lilacs that grew in a nearby meadow. They must be at least 100 years old, he said. Good, cried Toot, and good luck. Opal scrambled into the Opal scrambled into the stand of ancient lilacs. Crawling into the dark tangle was like entering a cave. Lo and behold, shiny purplish stalks corkscrewed up from the damp, leafy ground. They stink, Opal squealed excitedly. They definitely stink. Do this, both pages. Man, I want to find out what's going to happen. How's this going to end? Back in Woodcock Pocket, Puddle simmered the smelly mushrooms in a large pot for 3 hours. Purple slime cap stinkhorn tea tastes awful, said Toot, crossing his eyes, but I think I already feel better. Just do the one page. By morning, Toot was his natural pinkish color, and again he felt full of his usual vim and vigor. That evening, he was ready to celebrate. Hooray for the purple slime-capped stinkhorn, cheered Toot, and for the smart Englishman, too, Opal added, and especially for Opal, Puddle said proudly. What we would have done without you. The next day they decided they would investigate the deep woods close to home. They had explored Woodcock Pocket many times, yet they never knew what they might discover. And so, we have a last postcard from Toot, but it's not sent to Puddle. It's sent, well, I'll just read it to you. Dear brothers of wildest Borneo, I'm completely recovered from my bout of violet virus, and just the other day we came upon a pink spotted star lily right in wildest Woodcock Pocket. Wish you were here. Cheers, Toot. And that is Wish You Were Here by Holly Hobbie. Love to each of you from Papa Cow and Alma.